This is our anniversary episode, guys. So
Yay!
check out the romantic accents from now going on. This is my local accent that I'm using. I'm about to switch into some some Romeo accent.
Oh, I love your heart for God. Your heart's posture for God is one thing that always blows my mind.
It was one of the things that I noticed about you firsthand, that your love for God was truly pure. So all these things, I really love them. It's very sexy for me to see.
I love your intentionality in becoming better, becoming a better person every day. Your choice to be better.
I love how soft you are. You're like a true soft babe. Not soft babe like all these girls that just want things easy. That's not the softness that I'm talking about.
Another thing I love is how you correct me in love.
How I correct you in love.
Correct me in love.
I love how wise you are. I love the fact that I don't just have to listen to you because they say men should listen to their wife.
Right. I just love how protective you are. Like knowing I have someone who ensures I'm always okay. But walking on the streets, his arms are around me like
I will slap police for your case. So, I love you, baby.
I love you. Am I allowed to kiss you? Of course.
Beautiful people, welcome, guys.
Hello, guys. Hi.
This is our anniversary episode, guys. So,
Yay!
by the special grace of God, yesterday marks us being 1 year.
365
days. I've had the privilege of being married to this beautiful woman with the help of God, not by power, not by might, or by the Spirit of the living God. It's been a year, guys. And today we're going to have one of the episodes that I've been greatly looking forward to. And one of the things that I try to do, that I have to do, that I love to do, is to tell my wife how much I appreciate her, to let her know how much I love her, to let her know how much she means to me. So today you guys are going to be you're going to have first class seats, with us telling each other. We're going to tell ourselves 12 things we love about each other.
12.
All right?
12.
So I'll be telling her 12 things because it's 1 year, 12 months.
1 year, so
If we were going to do 365 things, we will not leave here today. So we're going to do 12.
It's going to be a long one.
So 12 things that I appreciate or love about my wife. Now, I always like to reference that these are not the reasons why I love her, because my love doesn't have a reason. I love her despite a reason. I love her because I love her. But we're just mentioning 12 things that I appreciate about her, that I love about her, but, not to be reason. Okay, so you don't think about that my love is hanging on these reasons.
It's not based
on the reason. It's regardless of the reasons. All right, so 12 things.
Woo!
Today we're not going to waste time because we're still enjoying our 1 year anniversary. So we're going to do this and then hop on to something private. Hello.
Oh my God!
We have some private business to sort out. So we're going to get this done as fast as possible and then we'll hop on to something private. So 12 things I love about my queen. You should start, babe.
So
what we will do, probably you give one. I give one. By the way, guys, she does not know what I have.
Yes.
On my list.
Yes. We both don't know what we have.
I also don't know what she has on hers.
It's on my phone, so I'd have to be looking down. Sorry.
But I'm sure that mine will be more romantic.
Oh my God. Are you sure?
Trust me.
You are certain.
Mine will be.
You are confident.
I will finish this girl. Anyways, by the time I mention my own, she will not be able to talk. She will be speechless.
Oh my God.
She will be speechless.
We give God praise. It has been really glorious.
Check out the romantic accents from now going on. This is my local accent that I'm using. I'm about to switch into some some Romeo accents.
Oh wow.
Did Romeo not die? No Romeo. Forget Romeo. Nobody is dying here.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
So some proper
romantic accents.
So let's go, babe. You start. So you give one, I give one.
Okay. So far, I'm really grateful to God for this journey. It has been glorious. It has been amazing. 12 things. I just try to compress because it was a lot. A lot. There's so many things I'm grateful for. One of which is the topmost top, is I love your heart for God. Your heart's posture for God is one thing that always blows my mind. Definitely, I love that. That was one thing that stood out for me from the beginning of our friendship, even till now, and it has been consistent over the years. It has, blossomed. It has really, grown beyond what I can imagine or think. And your heart also towards, people is another thing that
That's two things.
Yes, two in one.
Wow.
It's one, but it's comprises of both things. So it's not separate. It's actually just one.
Okay.
So yes, that's my first.
That's
one.
nice. That's beautiful. So mine as well. My very first point is that I love, your love for God. I love how you love God. It's probably the first thing that I picked up about you from the first instances that I could remember of us meeting. I believe we met in church.
Yes, we did.
The first few times we met was
if
in
you've
church.
not watched how we met, please, you need to
Yes,
go
we
watch
have that
back.
video.
We
on
have
YouTube.
that video.
Yeah,
Yes.
how we met. You guys should check it out. It's
Please
like
check
2
it
parts.
out. Yes.
How we met. You should watch
video.
that. So we met in church, and it was one of the things that I noticed about you firsthand, that your love for God was truly pure. So I love, your reverence for God, your relationship with God, what you do for God. All these things, I really love them. It's very sexy for me to see. It is. So
I'm trying to contain my steez.
There's that.
But
So that's number one.
I'll try.
Number two.
I should go first.
Yes, please.
I should go first. I've gone first.
Then you go again. That's how it goes.
That's how you want us to do. Okay. No,
that's how it's going, baby.
So the second thing I love your intentionality in becoming better, becoming a better person every day. Your choice to be better, to just be good, not because of me alone or because I might have to point out that, I need you to, check this off my list. You have intentionally, chosen to really work on you for you. And that has been something I have always loved and I still love about you.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. I'm glad that you noticed that. The second thing that I love about you, baby, is how kind you are. I think I've mentioned this to you before. I remember the first, the earlier moments of our relationships when we were just friends. I could remember, I think I reminded you of this. I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. You're kind, how you speak to people, the extent you go towards helping people. I could remember that there was a lady that had like a problem with her eyesight, that had a kid that you were helping that time, that you never knew before. And I was like, oh, this lady. Because I was thinking at the time that I was a kind person, but then your own kindness was off the charts.
Oh, wow.
So it was really beautiful to see how kind you were and how even more kind you are now. Not only to me, because if you were just kind to me, then I would say, well, probably she's just doing it because I'm her husband, but how kind you are also to people. It's a really beautiful thing to see. So I love that about you. I do.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I just hope some people can continue watching this video because it will be hard for you.
I know.
If you are, God will locate you. Just believe. So, Number three. Another thing I love is how you correct me in love.
How I correct you in love.
Correct me in love.
Okay, interesting.
Definitely, no matter how, we always fall short in one way or the other. But there's this consciousness I always have that no matter what I do, and also being a firstborn daughter, you're expected to always get things right, even from being a child and all that. So getting married, I still had that mindset. If I do something wrong, I'm always like jittery, as in, probably I'll be scolded at, because obviously I had that growing up. But getting married to my husband, it's a whole new, ball game. Because no matter what I do, even if it's the clumsiest of things, he corrects me in love, so it just boosts my confidence, like altogether. So that's one thing I love.
Thank you. It's really, I'm glad that shines too, that you actually notice how I try to be. I think that's also a reflection of kindness as well. Of course,
yes.
Yeah. The third thing that I really love about you, babe, I love how soft you are. You're like a true soft babe. Not soft babe like all these girls that just want things easy. That's not the softness that I'm talking about. But I'm talking about even your personality, how soft you are.
Wow.
Even when you're upset, you are not. Even when you're upset, you are not harsh. Okay, you're not, what's the other word? Is it brash that they call it? You're not harsh, you're none of those things. You are soft, even in times when you have every reason to act out or to be angry or to maybe even shout if possible, but you never do that. It's a really beautiful thing to see how soft you are. And I wish I can be as soft as you, but I don't want to be. I think someone has to be hard. So I
Yes,
would be
that's
the
the
hard one.
thing.
You continue being soft. So how soft you are, I
Two
love.
opposites attract. So,
Beautiful.
yes. Okay.
Number 4.
This is number 4. Another thing I also love is how you're open to correction.
Hmm.
Despite the fact that you are obviously the leader and the shepherd of our family, you're my husband, but you're always receptive to correction. You're teachable. So it's something I've always loved. If I mention something, I don't need to like mention it 1,000 times. The moment I mention it, you pick it up. But the fact that I mentioned, you take it very, very seriously and, definitely work on it. I see the progress. And that has been something that I've noticed over the years. So I really love that about you.
What's the word now? What did you say? I'm
open to correction.
Open to corrections. Thank you. I didn't know. I didn't know I was. It's good that you actually think I am. I'm happy. It means that I'm doing something right. Thank you. Thank you. I love how respectful you are. I do. That would be my number. What's that now? 4. I love how respectful you are. Not only to me, if I would also add, because I think, maybe if you are just doing it to me, then I would be more concerned. It's the same with kindness or the other thing that I mentioned. I love the fact that you're not only respectful to me. In our last episode, I talked about how even before we got married, I observed some things about you. I saw how respectable you were to parents, to people in your life, to people that you had authority over. I saw that you didn't misuse your authority to be disrespectful to people, because that's something that I'm also very I'm focused on for myself. That I try as best as possible that just because of I have a certain level of authority over people, it doesn't mean that I am allowed to disrespect them,
right?
Or
That's
to
true.
act in a manner that would be insulting to them.
Of course, yeah.
So the moment that I realized that you had that quality, even more than I did, it was really attractive for me. I was like, this is something, So how respectful you are to people, and even more so, the fact that you are, you just respect me. I've never had any reason to have a discussion with you that, I don't feel like you're respecting me.
Wow.
And by the grace of God, I don't think we would ever have such a discussion.
Amen.
Because it flows naturally for you. It's not hard for you to do. You actually prefer doing it, and it's beautiful to watch.
Thank you for letting me know that. Wow. So we're at number 5, right? 5. Another thing I love is how you ensure that I'm included in everything you do.
Okay.
It's one thing that definitely stands out. No matter what decision, ministry wise, personally or anything, you definitely ensure I am a part of it. I'm included in whatever decision you make, and it means the world to me, and I love that.
Really?
Yes,
thank you.
does.
I'm happy that you love that. Yes, so I think
value my opinion to everything.
I do. I actually do. It's not even an act. I actually do. Not just because it's best practice, but also because you are wise.
Wow.
I think probably that would be another point that might not have been on my list, but I'll just add, because you are wise. I love how wise you are. I love the fact that I don't just have to listen to you because they say men should listen to their wife.
Right.
I love the fact that when I listen to you, what you say is actually something that helps in situations. That you have good opinions, you have powerful suggestions. You're truly wise, and it shines through, and it really helps me to. It helps make. Helps to make my leadership in our relationship much more easier.
Wow.
Because I know that I have a partner who helps me. The Bible said that a wife will be a helper, a helpmate. So it means that in things that I don't know everything, you at least have to know something.
Right.
So we complement each other in that dimension. I love how wise you are. So, and the point that I was going to make, even though this is a point, but I'll just still go to my next point. I love how modest you are. And I think that also includes how you carry yourself, in terms of how
Right.
you dress, in terms of just how you present yourself. Because I think looking attractive or modesty is not just about the clothes that you wear. I
Right.
think it is
Wow.
much more about the personality that you
Mm.
sustain through time. So I love how the fact that your beauty is not based on the adorning of the outward man. All right, it's not based on you're not beautiful just because of what you wear or just because of the makeup that you put on. You could wear something that costs 10 leons, but then because of your personality and your character, it seems as if it costs 10 million leons. You
Wow.
know, I wouldn't expose you, but I would. I wouldn't want to expose you, but I would. I remember the time that we were dating. There are times that this lady would go for shopping with like 50 leons.
Oh my god. Really?
This lady will go for shopping.
Really?
She will go for shopping with like 50 leons. She will buy trouser, buy shirts, buy
Yes. My
undergarments.
ladies, you know the places we go
She
to,
will
right?
buy like several with like nothing. As in, you took money that I could not even use to buy like a vest.
Yes, exactly.
And she will like,
We know the places.
this. I was like, this lady is not a human being. This is a superhuman. Is this Wonder Woman or something? So the fact
We
that
know, we
she
know.
would wear it, it's like it does not even make sense. I'm like, this thing cannot cost the amount that you're telling me that it does, except for a time that I had to go with her and I saw that she actually was buying things from that place, and I'm like, this is interesting.
It was hard for him to believe when I tell him.
So I love that about you, and I was not. I don't only love that because I was thinking that, I don't have to spend much money on this woman, although I was thinking about that as well. But that was not the only reason, But it was just so attractive for me,
Wow.
I really,
Thank
because
you.
girls like that are not easy to come by.
Wow.
Most ladies, it's an internal problem for most ladies. That they try to use makeup or outfits or expensive clothes and jewelry to cover up, to make them feel like they are worth something.
Right. Yes.
For the fact that I saw you and you never needed clothes to make you feel as if you were worth anything. Your worth was from what was inside of you, not from what you could put on the outside. So that was a big deal for me. So I love how modest you are and how you carry yourself, certainly.
I'm really trying my best not to cry, because
that's like number 5 or what? 6, 5?
We're going to 6 now.
Okay.
I love how protective you are of me. Always. You always ensure that, I am fine. I'm okay. And joined with that, you also ensure that I am always seen and heard. I love how you acknowledge me in everything. It means a lot. I don't know what's the word, but I just love how protective you are. Like knowing I have someone who ensures I'm always okay. If we're walking on the streets, his arms are around me, like
I will slap police for your case.
he always does that. So
I always slap police.
No, as in protective. Hey, no, please, no, hey, no. I'm talking about being protective. Hey, please. He's always protective of me, and that's actually hot.
It is hot.
Yes,
It is hot, ladies. So the man of God is on fire, spiritually, romantically.
Yeah, he's my hot.
When you're on fire or you're on fire, forget it.
Forget it. Yes.
The man of God is not here. Not be here. So thank you for mentioning that, because I try to read. I mean, I don't try. I do it every day. From the moment I wake up in the morning, I know that I have a responsibility to ensure that you're doing fine and to ensure that you're safe. That's my job. So, even without you mention, I mean, it's awesome that you do, but even without you mentioning it, it's my work.
Wow.
I tend to keep doing that. Hey guys, I want to interrupt you watching the podcast, although I do hope that you've been enjoying the podcast so far. And I want to tell you about our media partner. They are the ones basically sponsoring the recording and production of our podcast, and that is Sam Cab's Visual Media. This is a video company. Whatever video needs that you have, if you're doing a wedding, you want to do a music video, you want to do media consultancy, you want to do documentaries, whatever it is that pertains to video coverage, these are the people that you would want to work with, especially if you are in Sierra Leone. Okay, so their contacts will be on the screen. If you have a desire to do something like this, maybe you want to record your own podcast, or you want to do your own show, or you are an artist, or whatever it is that you do, Sam Cab's Visual Media is the perfect brand for you to work with. And I just wanted to tell you guys about them, and so that you guys will check them out. So with that being said, let's continue the podcast. God bless you. So my point, I love how you are with people. I mean, I talked about kindness. I talked about respect. But I think generally it's a point that I would also add. I love how you are with people, because I think that I am a people person. I think that I am. So you also being a people person is really good, because one of the problems that I have with most people, most people take things too personal.
Right.
Most people, yeah, that's it. They take things too personal.
Too personal.
So for someone like ourselves that we've been called to leadership, and we lead a bunch of especially young people, I love the fact that you don't take things too deeply. So it means that you can love people authentically. It means that you can lead people without having any hidden bitterness or hidden anger, or you're not taking things too deeply. So that being said, and also like generally just your people skill.
Wow.
How you relate with people, how people love you. I think even today, was it today or one of these days, I was reading one of the comments from one of our posts. Someone was saying that, oh, they used to love me very much, or used to follow me and appreciate me so much, but ever since I got married to you, they now even love you more than me. And I was like, yes, I mean, that is, I love the fact that that's it. Wow. Because it's like me, I used to love myself very much. Now I love you more than I love myself. So it just speaks to how amazing of a person you are, and how it's easy for people to love you, because of people know that you authentically relate to them. When you talk to them, they see that you're genuine, and when you ask them how they're doing, they can tell that it's from a pure place, and it's not just an act. It's not just pretense. So I love how you relate to people.
That's deep. I'm really trying my best not to get too emotional. That's how they call it now.
You can do it.
So this is 7, right? Yes. 7th point, I love how you believe and support me.
Okay.
It's a huge deal. You believe and support me every step of the way. I always have ideas, business-wise, in every other way. I always have ideas. Ever since we were friends, he's always been that go-to person that listens to my ideas. He listens to them and calmly tells me what he feels is the best solution. I'll tell him about 10,000 business ideas I have. He'll listen to me. It's not like he'll interrupt. Oh, I thought you said you want to do this. No, he'll listen to me. I'll explain what I have to say, make my point, and then he'll calmly tell me, oh, I think we should approach this way, or we should handle it this way. And I really love that.
Oh, really? Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy
and
that I do that. Thank God that I do that. Thank God.
Yes.
I thank God that I do that. Even added to what you just said, I love how much you desire growth. I think you mentioned that about me. Because I try to be very intentional about growing every day. I try to learn something new every day. I try to ensure that I'm improving, even if it is 1% or 0.1% every day. And I see that also about you, that you desire growth. You don't think that you are the best thing that happened to the world.
Right.
You don't think that you are perfect. You don't think that you are an angel in the sense of perfection. You do know, you are well aware of the fact that there's areas in your life that you can improve, and you intentionally work to improve them. That's amazing for me to see. So I'm happy that I'm married to someone I don't have to push to improve, or I don't have to force to be better. You on your own. I think that was one of the things that I was always praying for before I got married, that I really don't want to be with someone that has a drive that is innate, that's something that is from within, that pushes you to do better, right? Pushes you be self-aware, pushes you to, strive for excellence and all these things. I didn't want someone that I would have to be the one pushing you. I didn't want to be pushing myself, pushing the people that I'm leading, and then so have to be pushing my partner. I wanted someone who equally like I am, that we had the same drive for excellence. All right. So I would, to a certain extent, be focused on fixing myself, and working on myself. And you equally focus on fixing yourself. So I don't have to always be on your neck that, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should do that. I would be on my own neck. I would be working on my own excesses, fixing my own problems. And you're also doing that. And I see you doing that every day. And it's something to admire.
Thank you so much.
It's
Thank
really
you
beautiful to watch.
for inspiring me always.
Yeah, baby.
You always do. I think this is 8, right?
Yes, it is.
Sure. I love how wise you are also. I love your wisdom. My best moments are when you actually like teaching the word. For me, I don't think I can find the word. What I wrote here is like when you teach the word, I'm always mesmerized. Of course, you always mesmerize me, but I'm mesmerized even more. When I hear God speak through you to me directly. That's one thing I really, never in my life, I always pray about that I will never take the grace of God upon your life for granted. I always pray for that every single day because I literally honor, what God has enabled you to become and, what you are generally. So I love your wisdom. I value your opinion to anything. That's why no matter what I do, I want to hear what you have to say. I'm definitely keen on what you have to say about my decisions. Nobody speaks over me. I don't need anybody else to do that because I already have you now. So whatever word you say, it means a lot. Even if it's just a little, I definitely value it. I love that.
Thank you.
You can handle this.
I can.
Right.
My wife loves me, guys, and I love her even more.
Yeah.
I love how you are a giver. I love the fact that you can give and you don't look back even when you give. I love it. I love when you always randomly tell me that, oh, I want to give this to that, or I want to give. I think even the other day you were telling me that you want to give a seed to a certain ministry, that is not even our ministry. I love when I see you doing that. And the reason why I love it is that you don't give because you have, because I know that oftentimes you don't. But even with the little that you're managing, you always have a desire to give. And it gives me a certain level of assurance that our future is secured.
Wow.
Because I know that with all the resources that God is going to entrust to us in our ministry, majority of that is still going to be given back into God's work and to God's people. So seeing that even now that we don't have everything that we might want or we might prefer, and you still have the heart and the desire to give, I love seeing that. It brings peace to my heart because I love the fact that you're a giver.
Thank you.
And yes, and you challenge me to even give more.
Wow.
Yeah, the fact that you give, when I see that, I'm like, oh yeah, I have to. I have to up
really?
my game. Yeah,
wow,
so
wow.
I love
That's
seeing
amazing. The kind of way we're going, I don't think I remember the numbers.
I think it's 9 now. Is it 9? 9.
I'm sure. This one's supposed to be 9.
Yes.
I love how dedicated you are to what God has given to you. It really motivates me. Like so much. It inspires me so much. Seeing how you don't joke with what God has, placed in your hands, the visions, the people. You are so dedicated and committed to it. It's like a full-time thing and you don't joke about it. Sleeping, waking up every day, you're consciously working on, treasuring what God has given you because of course this is God's thing and I don't have to joke about it. I really love that about you. I love it so much. It also motivates me to be dedicated to even the little things I do, business or anything, because I see, you're the example of course I look at right now. So it rubs off on me and I love that.
It does. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I love how you adapt. I love how adaptable you are.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I love how adaptable you are.
Oh my God. It smells romantic.
It's like you are the direct explanation of the scripture of I can do all things. Most people think of I can do all things as you literally doing all things, but it actually talks about how you've learned to be content when there is much, and you've learned to be content when there is not much. So like with you, I've never felt under pressure as most men would feel when maybe they don't have much money, or they don't have everything they think it's right for them to give to their partner.
Wow.
So I'm never under pressure or feel as if, oh, maybe my woman will not respect me, or oh, maybe my woman will see me different because I don't have everything that she might want. So I love how adaptable you are. That whatever situation that we are under as a family or in our ministry, it doesn't really change who you are, or it doesn't even change how you see me. So I love that. That's beautiful to see.
Thank you, love. Thank you so much. So 10 points, right?
Yes, 10.
Okay, I love how you lead us as a family, and being the head. I married a better head. That's for sure. I see it every single day. So it's amazing. I love that.
Thank you, babe. Thank you. I'm glad you see that. I love how authentic you are. You are truly authentic. You are not a fake at all. You are not a different person outside than you are inside. You are like the exact same person all around. It shows me that you're truly a holy person. You're truly you truly have the Spirit of God in you. Because most people, especially in ministry or when you're in the public eye, you tend to have like a personality in front of people. With you are like the exact same person, whether you are in public or you are at home. So I love that. I love the fact that you are authentic. It's beautiful to see.
Thank you so much. It means a lot. Second to last point. Another thing I love how you enjoy being with me. When we like go to events, you always ensure you're by my side. Sometimes because obviously I'm not bothered about whether or not I'm by you. Although I obviously love being around you all the time. But you always want to be around me. That's the thing. Knowing that you want to be around me. I love how you're my friend. Yes, that's amazing. You're my friend. You're my go-to person. I just love that. I love the bond, the connection that we have. It's amazing. And it has been thriving over the years. So I love that. I just love it.
I love that you love that.
Thank you.
I love that you
for wanting to always be around me.
And that's what I signed up for, because that's what I want to do.
Sure.
That's what I want to do. So is this not the last point now?
You have to give the 11th one now, and then I give.
I thought I gave the 11th one already. Oh wow. Well, I love how neat you are. I love the fact that you're very neat and clean, decent. Okay. I think it's beautiful to see, because I've seen the opposites, and I don't want that. So the fact that you are, the fact that you are clean, neat, decent, and most of us guys were not really that into cleanliness or neatness. We're just there, So seeing that you are, praise the Lord that you are not like I am. It's
oh my God,
beautiful to see. So I love that. That's so amazing. Final points now.
Final point. It's a long read though, so I have to read this. I love you for you. You've opened my heart and eyes to love as Jesus does, because you are the example I look, at after Jesus. You inspire me, you make me want to be better. Being with you has made me flourish in areas I never imagined I will. Because being married to a man of God is not like it's a joke. It comes with a lot. I'm glad I was born as a pastor's kid, so I had an idea of what it was like. But being married, like being a child to a pastor, is a different ballgame to when you're actually married to a man of God. Knowing that obviously we're led by God. Wake up in the morning, a decision can be taken. I'm willing to sacrifice because you make it easy, because it's you. And I love you so much, and I'm grateful I get to play the forever cards with you. Who can beat that romantic line? Come on.
Can't. Nobody can. I don't even know what to say now.
I love you so much, love.
I would just say I love what you just said.
No.
I love what you just said. It's beautiful. Babe, I mean, there's so many things that I could say. Every single day I wake up, it's like I wake up with 10 more reasons as to why I love you. You know, it goes without saying. I'm really happy that I didn't I wasn't distracted by whatever you were then when we were dating.
I'm telling you.
You know, I'm really happy that I was open to what God was going to make you to be. And I think that's one of the reasons why most of us, we should be careful even when we're choosing a partner. We should trust God enough to know that God can give you much more than you might even want to limit yourself to expect. You know, so the fact that I wasn't limited in, you know, having a list or having a requirement that was very short-sighted. And I'm seeing all the things that you are now, all the things that you're still going to become. I see all the virtue that you keep exhibiting, all the expressions of grace that flows through your life, you know, towards me and towards God's people, towards family. It's really a beautiful sight to watch, you know. So like I said, every morning I wake up, it's like I discover 10 more reasons as to why I love you. And I can't wait to discover more as the years go on. So,
I love you so much.
I'm sure by the time we do 50 years,
I'm telling you, hey, hallelujah, amen.
We'll have so much more to say.
So much.
You know, 80 years anniversary, whatever years anniversary until Christ tarries, we'll have so much more to say.
Right.
So, I love you, baby.
I love you. Am I allowed to kiss you here?
Of course. I love you, my queen. So, guys, that's all you get to see. Until maybe next year or until year 5, we might do another episode like this, guys.
Right.
But we're going to enjoy our anniversary.
Yes.
See you guys on the next
So
episode.
because this is like a romantic atmosphere, I don't want to interrupt it with my song. So I won't, you know.
Yeah.
This it's not like I won't disturb you. I just want you to get prepared. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on a project. Hey,
of course.
Get prepared for this. Thank you guys for joining us.
God bless you guys.
God bless you.
Thank you.